Stan Gibilisco here. I'm going to talk about worry sickness. I think you can probably figure out what that is just by what it's called. Worry sickness means you worry too much if you have it. And I know I have it. I worry about everything. I don't know whether it's inherited. I don't know whether it invaded from some gremlin deep under the ground. I tend to think it came from the devil. And the devil wants to destroy me with worry. And I worry about that. For example, just to give you an example, it's a Monday morning, perfectly normal business day. I live on kind of a back street, but not that far back. It snowed about 8 inches or 20 centimeters last night. Not a whole lot of snow for the black holes of Dakota Territory, United States of abominable weather. But it was more than some people think is a lot. Anyway, I can't drive through 8 inches of snow because the bottom of my car is only 5 inches off the ground. Can't do it. So I had to wait for the snowplow to come, and I had to wait for the guy who blows the snow off my driveway to come before I could go to the pharmacy to get my prescription for anti-anxiety medication, which helps me supposedly worry less. I was worried that I couldn't get my anti-worry medicine, but it turned out to be for no reason. Everything worked out all right. The snowplow came, and I've found a real gem in this guy who comes and blows the snow off my driveway. You ask, why don't you just shovel it yourself? Well, because I have a foot infection, and I'm not even supposed to stand up and put my full weight on that foot, let alone shovel snow with that foot. So I have to go get prescriptions for that. I have to go, go to the doctor all the time. And I worry about that. I worry that I won't have any time to make videos like this to tell you what worry sickness is. Well, worry sickness is Stan Gibilisco. And Stan Gibilisco is worry sickness, okay? But anyway, they came, and everything worked out fine. And it usually does. And it turns out that I worry for no reason. There were 2 characters in our history that are, or who, told us there's no point in worrying. One was Alfred E. Newman of Mad Magazine. His motto was, or he always said, "What, me worry?" He was incapable of worrying about anything. And then there was Jesus Christ the righteous, only begotten Son of God the Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth and of all things seen and unseen. And he told us, when he took human form a couple of thousand years ago, there's no point in worrying. There's no point in worrying. You have nothing to gain by worrying. Sort of a similar attitude to Alfred E. Newman. Now imagine comparing Jesus Christ the righteous with the comic book character Alfred E. Newman and discovering that they're telling us basically the same thing. Don't worry. Quit it. Cut it out. It isn't doing you any good. And yet, if you have worry sickness, you can't help it. Now I have to worry about whether the anti-worry medication will work. And of course, I have to worry about whether or not we're going to have snow on Wednesday when I'm supposed to get groceries and blah, blah, blah. I've got to worry about something. Got to worry about whether this video is going to turn out all right. If you're watching it, my worry was baseless. If you don't see it, then you won't know anything about it anyway. So, what? Me worry? Don't worry, my friend. There's no point. Tell that to Stan Gibilisco, who will now sign off and say, until next time, so long.